Today on A Commonly Good MTG, we're playing Gruul Dragons. Gruul because it's made up of green and red cards. Dragons because, as you can see, not a dragon, not a dragon, not a dragon, not a dragon. Dragons! If that sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, and remember, in the immortal words of His Holiness the Space Pope, the cow says, "Moo." Doctor, you can't suck yet. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. You can't suck yet. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, posted by Achilles, called Gruul Dragons. Gruul Dragons, not dinosaurs, dragons. Yeah, that sounds good. Just let's talk about like last night's video a little tiny bit. The big thing is, if you might have noticed, is that the sound was horrible on it. I went through the whole deck and found out that my microphone was working technically, but messed up horribly. So then I had to re-record it using another microphone. I started off with one. It was just my regular gaming headphones. And that one ended up being not too bad, but when I tried it out, I didn't like it. So I switched over to another microphone, and that one I thought was good. Turned out it sucked. It was muffly. It was really bad. So today I picked up a third microphone that we had sitting in a closet someplace. And so far, hopefully it sounds so good. But when we get it posted tonight, I'll double check just to make sure it's doing as good as I think it is. So fingers crossed, this is it. We got another decent microphone again. All right, so let's get down to it. Today we're playing with Gruul Dragons. And so, yeah, it's a dragon deck, man. But this one is not just dragon. We got a little bit going on. Card draw, some control. But altogether, some good dragon synergy. So let's get down to it and see what we got going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in this deck. We'll talk a little bit how it works, and then we're going to go out and crush some hopes and dreams. This guy's in here for mana ramp. This guy does 2 points or more of damage, depending on the number of dragons you show. You crack this thing open, you get a 4/4 dragon, and then whenever a dragon you control attacks, it deals 2 damage to any target. So we can start just throwing damage around willy-nilly. This does 4 points of damage to target creature or planeswalker. This guy gets bigger every time you put a dragon out, and he gains flying till the end of the turn. This guy does card draw for you. This guy is a hasty 3/2, and whenever you attack with this creature, you can look at the top 6 cards of your library and reveal any dragon card and put it into your hand. So he's a dragon fetcher. This guy's got flying and first strike, and during your upkeep, you may exile, creates dinosaurs or treasure tokens, something like that. Terror of the Peaks, 5/4. Whenever you cast another creature, you deal damage to any target equal to that creature's power. So between this and, the dragon from this guy, you're passing around damage like nuts. Twinflame Tyrant, whenever a source you control would deal damage to an opponent, it deals double that damage instead. It's just crazy time. This guy can go get you a land, or otherwise he's a 3/3, and whenever he enters, you gain 3 life. Great. And this guy could go get 2 lands, and whenever this or another dragon enters, you gain 3 life. So we got a little bit of life gain going on, and land going left stuff. That was not English. That was just a bunch of goofy words they strung together. So we got mana ramp and life gain between these 2 dragons, and they're both 5s, which is weird. Virtuous Strength, return target creature or land from your graveyard to your hand. And you can also adventure it to, if you tap a basic land, it produces 3 times as much mana. We got a bunch of basic lands, a bunch of dual lands. This prevents your, in this case, dragons from being countered. And we can put out fish. Fish! All right, that's it. So what are we going to do? We're going to ramp. That's what we're going to do. We're going to ramp as much as we possibly can. Get out, guys, fetch dragons, and start throwing them down like crazy. Because people really can't deal with 5 mana flying lizard beasts and the damage that they like to do. All right, so before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Shouldered, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, Please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. Up and against Crazy Ace 31. Oh, what do we got? Something for 2. These guys are all 3s. Got to build our mana base. This deck is a big 5 mana deck. Let's prevent this guy from being used. Mana sources like that end up being trouble long term. All right, go get me something good. Trick or treat. That is it. All right, so we got the 5 mana. We just got to build there. 5, 5, 5. We can put out another Warmonger on the next turn. That's not good. Oh, can I just do it? Yeah, let's do it. Toast! Oh, a complete whiff. Did you see all those lands coming up? That was ridiculous. All right, well, next turn we could definitely smoke this guy. Terror of the Peaks. Ooh, let's just go full dragon here. He only has 2 mana. That's bad for him. Oh, I wish I had those 2 mana free right now. Like we did last time. Who's the guy to kill at this point? This guy's all other. There's a lord. There's a lord. Alright, we're going to Bonehoard. 5 straight down. Ooh, Twinflame's really good. He's down to 6. He's got to do something. He's got to get rid of Terror of the Peaks at this point. He's got to. Otherwise, he's toast. I mean, Tarkir, I could do, what, 2, 3, 4? Okay, yeah, you're gone, man. First strike. Yep, there you go. Winner, winner, victory dinner. Dragon time. And we're playing against Wizard. That is an interesting name to select when you're playing Magic the Gathering. All right, we got 3. We got a 4th right there. Let's see if we can. Yeah, it's got some control. That's not bad. We could kill stuff with up to 3 for butts. Actually, up to 4 with both our dragons there. These guys cost us 5. Submit 0. Let's toast you, and let's go after the battle. I like that dragon. But when we crack that egg open, that one's a good dragon. Really hope we can get up another mana at least. If we can keep the Llanowar Elf alive, then we got 5 mana, and that's pretty much what we need for this deck. We got exactly what we're looking for. All right, let's toast this guy. Toast! One at a time. It's going to take us forever to crack that open with the Llanowar Elf. I can use this to do a certain amount of damage. I can crack that open on this turn if I wanted to. 0-8. I'll tell you what, let's just see what we can do. I keep Terror of the Peaks out, we can start throwing around damage like crazy. Yeah, that's bad. Is that always and forever? Okay, that's good. Well, that's for that. All right, straight up. Terror of the Peaks. Welcome. 4 points of damage. All right, let's just nuke. And that guy, I guess. Boink. Boink. And yeah, all right. And there we go. Boom, boom goes the room. Boom, freaking boom. All right, playing against Jag. Justice Action Group. Mulligan. All right, let's keep this. We can toss one of the lands, probably. Yeah, all right. All right, that's potentially a red. That's fine. We got what we need. I mean, that's what's important here. Dragon. Yeah, let's build a dragon. There you go. All right, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. What are you going to do up there? You're going to shoot it? Don't be shooting. Come on, man. You got to let me toaster crispy you a little bit. You got to let me come at you with the power of 1,000 fists. I need a mana is what I need. Come on, big mana. That's not mana. I'll have to dig it out. How did that not just happen? Because it's a dragon, isn't it? Let's just try this again. Auto pay. There we go. Man, I don't know what its deal was. Alright, we're up to a full meal deal. When this clears away, if I do that, fine. I can put this out. Auto pay. Alright, Sarkhan. I don't really care. You want to get killed? I got a backup you in the backup. No, I play Sarkhan, not you. I don't know what that's all about there. That was interesting, whatever that was all about. And we win! In your face, Duffy Moon, in your face. Alright, playing against Fumi. Fumi. Go give me some mana there, my friend. Green. We're trying to ramp like crazy. Where's my Llanowar Elf? That's what I need. Too late now. Alright, Beanstalk. You can kill Monger or Warmonger on the next turn. Does this guy do anything? Nah, it just explores. He's not that big of a deal. Alright, so you can go get me something good to eat right now. Give me a dragon. Nothing. What is up your butt? Come on, man. I'm not fishing for 6 cards just to find nothing to whiff. That is just ridiculous. Alright. Narzacol needs to be put down. Yikes. Can I kill that thing? I think I can. One, two. Singleton. No, we're cool. Let's try to get that dragon unborn here in a second. One or the other, doesn't really matter. And he's got another one. Alright, so all I'm going to do is put down another dragon. It's going to be the Bonehoard. That's not good. That's really not good. Alright, that comes in taps. I have to put this guy down. Bonehoard Dragon. Two lands straight up. That is not great. No tax. Jesus, people. How does that happen? Alright, so we block here, block there, and we move it all around. Alright, we'll throw this out. What do we got? How many dragons? We got 2, so that means I can do 4 points of damage. And who we want to throw down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy's big enough. Alright, let's go get myself another dragon. Let's crack open the hard one. Might as well. Alright, we're gaining life. I could chump out with that little dinosaur there. That's fine. Oh, you stole that guy. That's not great. Oh, who am I going to come after here then? I don't care. That's only, what, 9? And we win! And we win. I'm not sure exactly how, but we did. Victory! And we're playing against Nymerios. 2 mana. I'll keep it. I think I can make this happen. Use this to go get a red. No, kitty. Red. Alright, so that allows me to start doing a bunch of stuff here, which is great. Up to the Beanstalk if he doesn't put any creatures out. All right, so 3s. Ooh, cool. Because our pal Kolaghan is awesome. Don't kill him. You gotta counter him. What a jerk. All right, what does this do? Any target. So I could technically do 3 points of damage to the other battle. Do what you're going to do, man. That's what you're going to do with that deck. You're just going to be discarding all the time. All right, we'll dragon up. And here we go. Draw a card. It's another land. All right, that's a little ridiculous, but whatevs. All right, he doesn't have what it takes, so let's just go wide. Too many choices for you? Terror of the Peaks. I think it'd be good to do. Let's just chill. Alright, now you can get some shots to the face. It'll look a lot like this. Oink. No, we're cool. Don't wipe the board. Do not wipe it. I mean, I got a couple other dragons to work with, but I just want to make this into a much quicker game, and your death will bring us to that point. What do you got there? Just 1 mana left? Two mana. Come on, do nothing. Pass the rock, yo. Pass the rock. And we win! Boom, boom! Goes the room. And here we are with Gruul Dragons. Yeah, it was fun. I really liked it. You know, my big deal was just that a lot of times the dragon decks is that they take too long to come to fruition. This one, how I say this, it's not like we had the ramp. The only ramping he had in here was Llanowar Elf, but it seemed like it was enough. I mean, there's a lot of good things going on too there. Control, Sarkhan, this guy drawing cards for you. So yeah, we kind of got there. I guess the ramp also came from what? Bloodvine, was it Bloomvine Regent? And who's the other guy? I guess the Sagu Wildling. Those two dudes, you know, that only cost us 1 and that cost us 3 to be able to go get more mana. So that was what made this deck great, was the fact that, yeah, I could use these guys to go get the mana I needed early and hopefully ramped right into the guys that we really want to play with. Or we could just hold on to them because we had plenty of mana otherwise. Take a look at this thing. We got 24 lands. Yeah, so sometimes this deck seemed a little heavy on lands. 24 is that sweet spot where usually things are really good. So a lot of times you didn't need to go and ramp up to it. I don't want to get to it, but yeah, the Warmonger was really super cool, and we'll talk about him in a little bit. Altogether, the balance was really good on this deck, and it made playing a Dragon Strong deck seem a lot better because of the ramp. All right, so let's get down into it. Who is the MVP? Who's the most valuable player? And we'll talk about it. To me, it is hands down the Warmonger. I might have played this guy before. I remember liking him before. I don't remember making him the MVP, but he could easily have been. In this case, why did I like him so much? Because he's got haste. He's a 3/2. He comes out for 3, so therefore he's like Moneyball. He's a Moneyball guy, right? That's what I like about him. And the fact that you can take a look at the top 6 cards of your library and put one of a dragon-related card into your hand, right? So he's fetching the stuff that you need. He's got that fetch going on right there. The only thing that's bad is when he whiffs out and you got it down in hand. So you just saw that, you know, look at the top 6. You may put the rest of the bottom of your library in random order. Okay, great. Because sometimes it's like nothing but lands. And it's just like, oh, that was going to be horrible. But, you know, you're not reshuffling. You're putting them at the bottom of your library. So, yeah, whatever, man. If I'm not getting a dragon, I don't care. It's fine. Sometimes I'm looking for lands, but, yeah, this guy's looking for dragons. And that's what matters there. The good news is that if I get these dragons, I can go look for lands if I need it anyway. Otherwise, I'm just putting out dragons. How much do dragons cost? 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. They cost 5. That's how much they cost. This is the weirdest card. I mean, it's in here. Sure, you get lots of mana. Yeah, you can return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. There's only one in here, so what? I would pick something completely different than this. This card was kind of dumb. But anyways, MVP, yeah, it's Kolaghan Warmonger. He is the value. He provides such a good thing at 3. His hasty beefiness plus his ability to go look for stuff, fantastic. All right, congratulations, dude. They're going to want you to put on a shirt when you get there, but you're going to Disneyland. All right, let's see. Was this deck competitive? I ended up getting a 63% win rate, so it is well within what I consider the regions of being a competitive deck. You're not going to win on the ranked ladder. You're not going to go to the goal, you know, to whatever, to Mythic with it. But it's a fun deck to play. You win more than you lose. Yeah, it's a good one to play. If you're looking for dragons, you're looking to have a good time, this is a really good dragon deck. So yeah, it's a competitive deck. Number 2, was this deck fun? I enjoyed it quite a bit. I really liked seeing Terror of the Peaks. I like Twinflame Tyrant, Bonehoard Dracosaur. All those guys are fantastic. The other dragons were good for support, for synergy of bringing this deck to fruition. It was going to happen. This deck has got ways of making itself work. And so therefore, it was a good deck that way. So yeah, was it fun? Yeah, because the deck did a lot to make sure that you could always do something. So yeah, fun deck. Was this deck interesting? Absolutely, because we're in Tarkir, we're in Dragonstorm, which means that we are playing dragon-heavy decks. This one is a dragon-heavy deck, but it's a Gruul version. Have I seen it being played? Not really. I can't say I've been seeing it. So I liked it. I thought it was interesting. I liked the cards that were selected, and I really enjoyed the gameplay. All right, so let's add that up. Was this deck competitive? Yeah. Was this deck fun? Yes. Was this deck interesting? Totes McGoats. All right, so that makes this into an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice, I would highly recommend you pick one up should you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.